Once upon a time, a farmer was working in the grain storage shed near his field. While he was busy with his work, he accidentally lost his watch. It was not just any watch, it was a precious gift given to him by his late father. He had a deep emotional attachment to it, which made the loss even more painful. The farmer searched for the watch everywhere in the shed. He checked every corner, moved sacks and tools, and even swept the floor, hoping to hear a faint sound or see a glimmer. But the watch was nowhere to be found. Disheartened and tired, he stepped out of the shed and sat down in despair. Just then, he noticed a group of children playing nearby. An idea struck him. He called them over and explained his situation. He promised a reward to anyone who could find the watch. Motivated by the thought of a prize, the children eagerly agreed and rushed into the shed. They searched with enthusiasm, lifting things, looking into boxes, checking under sacks, and combing through every possible space. But even after thoroughly turning the shed upside down, they could not find the watch. Eventually, they grew tired, gave up, and left one by one. The farmer lost all hope. He sat quietly inside the shed, feeling helpless. A little while later, one of the children who had left returned and approached him. "Uncle," the boy said politely, "may I try searching once again?" Surprised but having nothing to lose, the farmer nodded. The boy quietly stepped into the shed. This time, he did not touch or move anything. He simply stood still in the center of the room. He closed his eyes, calmed his breath, and let the silence sink in. Slowly, the world around him faded into quiet. In that peaceful moment, he began to listen closely. Tick, tick, tick. The faint sound of ticking reached his ears. The boy opened his eyes and carefully moved in the direction of the sound. A few moments later, he bent down behind a sack of grains and picked up the watch. Holding the watch in his hand, he walked out and presented it to the farmer. The farmer's face lit up with joy. He could not believe his eyes. Overwhelmed with gratitude and curiosity, he asked the boy how he had managed to find the watch when everyone else had failed. The boy smiled and said, "I did not search with my eyes. I listened with my heart. I stood quietly, and in that silence, I could hear the ticking of the watch. I just followed the sound." Impressed and moved, the farmer patted the boy's back, praised his wisdom, and gave him the promised reward. This story teaches that silence brings clarity. In the calmness of silence, our mind becomes focused, and that focused state leads us toward the right path. Just like the boy found the watch in stillness, we too can find answers to our problems and direction in life if we take time to be silent and reflect. In today's fast paced, noisy world, we are constantly surrounded by distractions. If we never pause and sit with ourselves in silence, we lose connection with our inner voice. We begin to follow the crowd, without truly knowing what we want. And by the time we realize it, we are filled with regret, wondering how our life ended up this way. That is why it is important to create moments of peace every day. Moments where we disconnect from the noise and simply listen to our own heart. Only then can we discover our true desires and make conscious choices and live a life of meaning, not just survival. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit like button, and for more such stories, subscribe to our channel. Thank you and stay positive.